Alrighty. A kind day to you all, I'm Kinsmarck.
I'm Violeta.
And this is Chapter 5 of the stream series XCOM 2. I have created several more of you since the last stream. And as...
Says hola. So he's just popping right up there.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
And as those of you who are closely following the channel proper are aware, I've already spotlit this mod. However, for anyone who missed that, I have installed a mod that I came across earlier in the week, which pretty much solves the conflict that I was having about how to approach changing characters into chat people without it occupying a lot of time for each stream. What the mod does is essentially allows me to, as the name of it implies, import characters from the character pool to a mid-campaign session with just the click of a key in the menu. I explained it far more elegantly in the scripted mod spotlight, so check that out if you want a more concise explanation.
Scarlet says hiya. Marcus says howdy.
Cheers.
Noah says a.
Lamau. So, with that said, it all comes around. We're resuming the policy of changing characters into chat people once characters are promoted into a class that someone wants. If you don't care what class your character gets, let me know, and I'll just change one of the rookies, the recruits, the new people, whatever they're called, into your character, and then you'll just get whatever is assigned to you.
Bunny is also here.
So let's see.
We got a pretty good turnout already.
Yeah, people like XCOM. This is why I love streaming this game.
XCOM is awesome, yo. I would stream it even if people didn't like it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because I like it, so...
So let's see. As you can see, I've also made a few more non-chat people, which, as I said previously, are getting released in character packs. I think they're actually getting referred to on the, at least the workshop. I haven't checked into the XCOM 2 Nexus all that much. They're just getting referred to as, like, character pool packs, because I think, if I recall correctly, you can actually click the import thing here, and yeah, it's select pool file, okay. So I think that's why they're getting called that.
Volunteer 99 says hello.
Ah, cheers. Thank you for joining us.
And Buddy says, I care what class I want. That's why I wanted Grenadier.
I know, and I actually, just prior to stream, that's why we're kicking off a little late this evening, I had her like transcribe for me a complete list of all of our chat people that have asked for characters, complete with their preferred class. That way, I don't have to come to the character pool menu to check on what people want. It's all on that list that she's got over there, and I'm going to probably transcribe that onto just a piece of paper that I can check after this stream. We just kind of ran out of time for that. That way, as soon as someone's promoted, I can just say, all right, we've got, X class available. Consult the list. They wanted that class. There we are. Okay. Click it. Done.
Scarlett says there's a room you can build where rooks can train into any class without combat.
Ah, cool.
Flying rocket and KSP while typing. Pyro says, damn it, Twitch and Twitter, why did you stop sending me notifications?
Yeah, again, actually, well, yeah, Twitter. That should have worked.
Twitter should have worked. I don't know.
Alrighty, so there's one of our chat people there, Ms. Linda Shield. So let us make haste and load.
Yeah.
And these screens for said loading are still kind of creepy. I like them though.
I do like them. I think they would make good wall art.
Yeah, they would.
Hanging up.
Like prints. Especially because like they have that like pattern on them that almost looks like you're like leaning in too close to an old television screen. Like you can make out the individual
pixels.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
It's an interesting effect. I like it. I have also installed several additional mods. For instance, I know there was someone who was asking for a Danish nationality for their character that I've already taken care of, because I installed one which adds several more voice packs for the various nationalities, another which immensely expanded the flag on the like the rear of the uniform. All the choices for that, which also shows up in their character data. There are now several hundred more nationalities to choose from, which I kind of criticize that I had to have a mod for that, because that's pretty simple data that if we're trying to make this seem like it is in fact a global effort, I don't know. I just think that kind of thing should have already showed up in the game. But, you know, I have a mod now for it, so...
What exactly are we doing?
What?
Sorry, I was reading chat.
Oh.
Because we got... Pyro says, devices don't like me. It's revenge for that lamp I killed when I was 3. Bobman says, oh snap, stream time!
Check it.
Scarlett says, in my game, my ranger got panicked and hacked it apart a squad mate. Not even shaken, though.
Jeez. Alright then.
That guy says, okay, I'm here. Not late this time. Too late, anyway.
Yeah.
Pyro says, or like those giant screens you see at stadiums.
It has only just started. So, a couple of the other mods that I got, some of which added a couple more voice packs, one of which was symmetrical arm pieces for the armor, because a couple of people were kind of cringing, like me, that for like the rolled up sleeves, for instance, you could only get it on one side. You couldn't just say, okay, I want each sleeve rolled up, and now you can do that. There's, you know, yeah, for each of the asymmetrical arm pieces that were in the, you know, vanilla game, there are now symmetrical versions of each of those, which is really cool.
Added in, like not replacing.
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's
I've also
cool.
got a few more like face pieces, several more tattoos and face paints, headgear. So yeah, there's a fair amount of new stuff. I've tried to avoid anything that changes much mechanically. I've tried to keep it to just like character customization sorts of stuff. The only thing that I've really changed that affects gameplay at all is just the import from pool, and even that is still just kind of cosmetic import en masse. So
Marcus says, is there a Finnish nationality in this game?
there is, I think, at least now. Let's see. Marcus, have I made?
I am guilty of actually only rolling up one sleeve in real life.
It's just I used to work around law enforcement, and like if you roll up a sleeve, you got to do each of them. I don't think I've made a character for Marcus. Let me just check for.
The rocket has launched.
Hey.
He is like Scarlet is legit, man.
He's just so good at KSP.
So legit in KSP.
Meanwhile, I just fumble around and crash things.
But that can be
So let's
fun.
see. Is Finland in here now? Yes.
Finland.
There it is. So yeah, as you can see, I can kind of show there are a lot more nationalities to choose from than there were.
Awesome.
So, as I said, we
cool
shall.
Stuff, says Whiskers.
Yeah. As I said, we shall now proceed with the original plan of simply promoting characters sort of as they into a class and then also into a chat character. So, let us pick up where we left off. Yeah,
promoted, but haven't been
let's
turned into
see.
chat.
That is something to check.
Soldiers.
Boost in their recruitment efforts after word of the commander's arrival got around. They've needed a leader just as much as we have, and now they'll be expecting us to hit the aliens where it hurts. Not that I'm worried. We've got plenty of people itching to take on Advent. Things are just starting to get interesting.
I agree, Central. Alright, so let's see here. We do actually have a grenadier. So, let's see.
No, you can't. We can't change green.
This isn't green.
I know.
Alright, so...
Deep six, but okay.
So, for those who haven't seen my mod spotlight, I'll just show you how this works. I think I'll turn this one into...
We want a grenadier, right?
Yeah. We'll make this one Corbin Collier.
Yeah.
Because...
He's the first grenadier on my list.
Yeah.
We type in that.
It is an incredibly simple script that I'm very impressed with the functionality of. Now that I've renamed the character after the character from the chat pool, I simply click Load Character from Pool, and ta-da! It doesn't carry over weapon data, because otherwise it would overwrite the weapon they have.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I just make a couple of adjustments to said weapon, and we are set to go.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put the Can I put the pattern on again? I can.
Okay.
I love the tundra pattern. It is the superior pattern of the default.
You're adorable.
It is though.
You're still adorable.
Right. I wonder, can I upgrade?
That guy says that's a lot of countries. Pyro says, what's worse is I do it on my watch arm, which is my right arm, and people always complain that I wear my watch on the same hand I write with. Bobbins is smacking helmet into a wall. Put me in, coach! That's something football players do, right?
Football!
And Whisker says, is Dominican one of the new nationalities on the list?
It is, and I
I
already
like
changed
that.
yours into it. Because I anticipated that you would.
Marcus says, yeah, you haven't made a character for me.
Okay. Let me know if you want me to. Just send me the data, and from this stream to the next one, I'll make sure I add you in.
Evil Bunny says, yay! Can you spell my name right again?
Alright, so Green, I mean, he's earned his keep. He gets to stay.
He stays.
So Shield's already one of ours. Pyro's one of ours. Oliver is Ghost. Jorgen Carlson. We have another specialist, so who else is a specialist on our list?
We have Bob Mang.
I think he's already in our pool, isn't he? Yeah, he's down here. He's still a rookie, though.
You didn't tell me that he was a...
I couldn't remember if he was.
We have Miss T.
Alright, so we'll get Miss T in here. Because I know she said she's going to try and catch up on the stream exports, because she can't catch streams at the normal time, because, you know, adulting responsibilities and all that. So lame. There we are. And now, there we are.
So we've got Bob Man and Miss T. Okay.
I've also noticed that the attitude doesn't seem to carry over quite perfectly. There we are.
She does not look happy.
Yeah, like it shows in the menu normal. She's got the hard luck animation cycle.
Are you sure she's not hurt?
Maybe. That's possible. Maybe she's like shaken or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Alright, so that covers her. Who else do we have? We have one more sharpshooter.
A sharpshooter, huh?
You know what? Let's get Menthius in here.
Yeah. Or Noah.
see.
Noah. But let's put Menthius in. Menthius.
Menthius. Graves. Cleek. There we are. With his floppy hat. Can I put the pattern on that? Yeah. Cool. Alright.
And then, anybody else we got?
Oh,
Oh, he's hurt.
Yeah, he's still lightly wounded. We have another ranger. Do you wanna
Yes.
join the squad?
Wait, how badly am I wounded? Never
You're
mind.
out for 9 days.
Never mind.
Sure?
Well, no.
And
But I'm like shaken and wounded. Is
cool.
that gonna hurt me?
like Taylor Swift, you must shake it off.
Shake it off.
There we are. And let's change up your shotgun.
Because that was not an acceptable color. I'm sorry.
You want a red one or a dark one?
What do you think?
I'm kind of thinking the red matches the armor.
Okay. I'm still sad I can't do like that face paint. Like I can't change the face paint colors. That makes
Yeah.
me sad. Like you can do the.
Mm-hmm. And I suppose while we're at it, and I'm showing off some of the mods, I can also show some of the headgear that I've got now. Let's see. Helmut. So, I also have several more of the, like the same as the standard headgears, except some of these repeats, also allow you to have like the lower face pieces and things. So you can actually wear like a hood and shades and a cigar, you know, that kind of thing, that you couldn't do originally. So several of these are new. Got new helmets.
So far, I still like my long hood.
Yeah, like I'm not going to change yours. I just wanted to kind of show some of these off.
Yeah.
So, and then for, I think it's upper face props.
Some new shades I see in there.
Yeah, goggles that, because
Don't
they're
fit.
modded, they clip a little.
But that's because
And-
she has a low hood. So.
Oh, dude, with this hood, you can actually like.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that one.
Oh.
No. Yes.
That's cool. I like that.
That's disturbing. I like it a lot.
Oh, man. And that's one of the modded in pieces of gear, so cool. I like it. Alright, let's see. Is anything left? Everything else is rookies. So, is there anyone in chat who doesn't care what class they get, they just want to see themselves in game?
That guy says, got any spare sharpshooters?
Sharpshooters? No, we're fresh out.
Bunny wants the intense attitude.
Alrighty.
I don't know if we can do that yet.
I don't know. I don't know if they're a high enough rank yet.
Marcus says, well, I don't have XCOM, so I don't know what customization options there are available.
You can just kind of give me like a general, like, you know, Caucasian, tanned, Asian, whatever, like, uniform colors, and, like, preferred class type. And I can kind of fill in the rest if you want.
Scarlet, I don't think you're in the squid yet.
I don't think he is. No. I created him on the character pool in the main menu. Because this is our campaign roster so far.
Shaken not stirred, says Bob.
Hey. Alright, so...
says XCOM 2, the create the community simulator.
Pretty much. I like how...
I think I know what to give you for a reference for looks.
Oh, yeah?
It's his Fallout New Vegas courier.
Ah, cool. Confirm, since I did some of that. Gotcha.
We can do that. We can make that.
I can make that happen.
We can make that happen. Scottish Pyro likes the ball cap. That guy says some variant of riot armor. Some head I can't remember the name of. Medicine stick on back and hunting revolver.
So definitely sharpshooter or marksman, or because it isn't sniper anymore.
That guy. Oh, it was what he was looking at his picture.
Gotcha.
Trying to figure out what all he was wearing.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, I can get pretty close to that. I think. So just save that image, and I'll consult that prior to the next stream. Yep. All right, so let's pick up where we left off.
But can we go dark whiskers? Let's say times have changed. The happy-go-lucky zoot suit version of me.
Alrighty then. So you want like the dark. Alrighty.
The Shield family. Hi everyone. I miss anything? Nope. We're just about to get started.
Yep. We were just creating.
That guy says since no sharpshooters, I'll go assault. Either one.
Okay. Yeah, you can be like marksman because they just changed the name of the class. It isn't sniper anymore. I forget if it's sharpshooter or marksman. It's one of those.
I think it's sharpshooter. But...
So anyway, yeah, we're just picking up where we last left off, which I think we were on the cusp of something significant. I just can't remember exactly what it was. So let's see here. Objectives: access the alien network, construct a proving ground facility, complete the Skulljack project in the proving ground, investigate the Advent Black Site, complete the Advent Black Site mission. All right. So...
And Buddy says it's a shame Duke Nukem won't be with us.
What can I do for you, Commander?
I actually have a voice pack for him for the
No,
character
I know,
pool.
but like that we don't have him in with us. No, it's just who was going to be the first combat squad.
He seems to have a habit of scratching that scar on the back of his head. I wonder if anyone made sure his chip was actually removed.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Bobman says helmet smacking intensifies.
There we go. Skulljack, get that moving.
I'll send word when the project is complete.
Cool. Takes 14 days.
We got shit to do.
So let's get to doing it.
Okay.
Jump to Geoscape. I'm still kind of acclimating to what I should do at any given time in this game.
Whoa.
Heat signature. Commander, after our recent success, members of the Resistance in New Arctic brought us reports of activity that we may want to investigate. Time to investigate 7 days. Reward Resistance contacts. That sounds cool.
We should do that. Oscar says let's go hood, scars, and dark humor and dark armor. Heat signature.
Alright.
Yeah, you're gonna want to do
So alright, hang on. Let me just kind of
distress beacon.
Yeah, because here's the thing, like I've heard that one can't actually accomplish all of the things on the map, like ever. So you kind of have to figure out what do I need at any given time. So, what do I need? I have 98 intel. I have 77 supplies. That's not a lot.
No.
What does resistance contacts mean? Is that like more recruits, or?
I bet that's more... Yeah, I bet that's better intel.
Yeah, intel maybe.
Yeah, because see, we have 2 of 3 contacts available.
Yeah.
And then I bet our intel goes up.
Or I could make
Memphis
contacts.
says, morning everybody.
Cheers, mate. You've just received your promotion into the campaign roster.
I think the distress beacon, though.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Though,
Or we could
the
make
supply drop
contacts.
is only 1 day.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, because we already scanned a lot of it
Let's
previously.
just do that one.
Yeah, let's just knock that out. Yeah, makes sense.
Avenger plotting new course.
Alright. Alright, so... Scan that. There we are. Supplies. We've collected all the resources from this location. The Resistance should provide us with additional supplies in a few weeks.
Okay.
Okay, then.
Commander, to aid in your efforts, we have gathered additional resources and staff at Resistance headquarters for your use.
New scientists, engineers, and veteran soldiers are available for recruitment at Resistance HQ.
Wait, we can recruit engineers and scientists?
Cool! Recruit new staff.
Setting course for the Arctic territories.
Alright, so that antenna is
And
our
that
HQ.
actually takes time, though.
Yeah, moving takes time. Alright, so... Let's see here. Resistance goods. Scanning one as medical assistance. While the Avenger is located here, Resistance HQ provides extra medical staff and resources to help our soldiers recover from their injuries faster. Okay, so we can, like, retreat to HQ to increase our healing speed. Purchasing this ability will overwrite the current Resistance HQ scanning bonus. The scanning bonus may only be modified once per month. Rapid construction. Resistance volunteers assist with facility and excavation projects while the Avenger is scanning at this location, decreasing the required construction time. Alright. And then here's where we can get another engineer
Yeah,
and
but
another
we can't
scientist.
actually afford it right now.
Right. I like that they have their own, like, dossiers. In waging a personal war against the aliens, Amati released a number of untested chemical weapons into the environment in South Africa in hopes of warding off Advent's peacekeeping forces.
Wow.
What's the engineers? Kavita was only a shade tree mechanic before the war, doing the occasional odd job while helping her neighbors in Pakistan fix their cars. With resources and manpower running low, she's offered to do what he can to help our cause?
What she can.
That is a typo.
Yep.
Either that or Dr. Mystery is confused. Alright, let's see here.
What's the... I feel like we need to do the,
Yeah, let me... Now that I'm here, can I check my recruitment thing in the armory? Recruit. Are any of these people new? I can't tell. Is the cost higher for veterans? I can't tell! Alright, I ain't gonna worry about it. I mean, we have enough people right now, so...
Alright, I think we need to do the distress beacon or the heat signature.
Yeah, let's see... Yeah, another scientist could come in very handy. And then I think we should start making contact with more places.
Yeah.
So, I guess we'll do the distress and then make contact with India and Asia.
Okay.
So... Alright, let's get moving.
Since Dr. Mystery is confusing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for accepting anyone of gender fluidity and all. Just multiple different pronouns in the same sentence. Come on, man. A little consistency is all I ask for. Alright, so Menthius is healed up.
I am sure you will find the results to be as intriguing as I do, Commander.
Uh-huh. Ah! Stun Lancer autopsy complete. Assign new research.
Although Advent clearly intended for these units to be their means of dealing with any unruly civilians within the city centers, it seems they have come to rely on more brutal means of pacification in the time since.
Mm-hmm.
I want their thing.
Codename Chaplain. On both the physical and genetic level, the Advent Stun Lancers are nearly identical to the troopers our forces regularly see in combat. However, a minor yet crucial adjustment to the muscle fiber density of the Lancer improves both agility and overall survivability. Equipped with non-lethal weapons capable of easily disabling human targets, these Lancers were first deployed during the earliest days following Advent's establishment of the city centers, when civil unrest was a more common problem than outright resistance. In studying their usage and deployment, this raised an interesting question. If the Lancers were among the first Advent forces deployed, and their survivability is somewhat higher than that of the standard trooper, did the aliens consciously reduce the trooper's strength based on the assessment of human combat readiness? This would imply a system of rapid genetic modification beyond what I had previously imagined the aliens were capable of. It would also demonstrate a degree of genetic frugality that I would have previously assumed was irrelevant to the aliens based on the variety of unusual experiments they've conducted.
Okay.
That is an interesting point, actually.
Alright, we have some stuff.
Arcblade. Alright, what's up?
Matthew says, hey Kins, after you did your Square vid, can we expect a vid about the H1Z1 stuff that happened soon? Calling out Daybreak?
H1Z1. I haven't kept up with anything about H1Z1. What's going on with it?
Bunny asks, what do they do that's worth in the Squeenix?
I hardly know the first thing about H1Z1, so I couldn't say one way or another.
But yeah, give us the intel.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if it's something egregious enough that I care enough about, then yeah. Because I want to make Condescending Kinsmarck like the series that I make another entry in just any time my patience can no longer stand it and I just snap, and rather than just ranting and screaming and yelling, I instead get, admittedly, as the name implies, condescending and treating them like the children that they compose themselves as.
I want it.
Alright, so let's see here. Arcblade. When pure kinetic energy is no longer sufficient in the field, the Arcblade may prove necessary. It boosts the standard sword's combat effectiveness with the addition of an electric field capable of stunning enemies that are not killed outright.
I like it.
Cool! So it still does sword damage, it just also stuns. Sectoid Autopsy. Oh, it's now instant.
Okay, Matthew says H1Z1 is still early access. Should be free to play on release. Now they split the game into two modes. H1Z1 Just Survive and H1Z1 King of the Hill.
Right.
King of the Hill. Both now selling for $20
yeah,
each.
I saw that. Alright, now I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that one, that seemed really sketchy to me. Like, I don't want to waste a whole lot of time talking about it here. It's just, like, now that you reminded me of it, yeah, I commented about it on the LOP Facebook page. It was a couple of weeks ago, actually. It screams of cash grab. It's pretty disappointing. Let's see here. Sectoid Autopsy. Commander, given our extensive battlefield experience against the Sectoid Autopsy can now be completed instantly. Then let's do that. Sure.
Though I was never witness to one myself, countless observers attest to the existence of a much smaller, less intimidating variant of the sectoid that took part in the original invasion. In the time since, this new being, the product of clear genetic manipulation, is now a familiar face to our forces operating in the field.
Oh, it's so creepy. So creepy.
The sectoid's rapid physical evolution over the past 20 years is a testament to both the aliens' mastery of genetic engineering and their pursuit of advancement, regardless of the risks.
Well, it isn't a risk to them.
Wasker says they went from free to play to two different games.
Each of which fee to play, so yeah. The intellectual dishonesty there is rampant. Alright, let's see here. Codename Kecksburg. New item available, Mind Shield. New research available, Psionics. Ha-ha! Preliminary autopsy exam conducted by Dr. Richard Tigan, acting science officer. Although my direct surgical experience is limited, the alien's genetic manipulation of the species previously catalogued as a sectoid provides a certain familiarity in relation to human anatomy. While the earliest documented accounts of sectoids on Earth indicated examples no larger than 1 meter in height, the specimens we encounter today are all nearly twice that size. Knowing full well that the aliens continue their efforts to integrate human and alien DNA, my findings here only reinforce the notion of a continuous development process. This larger sectoid variant has an even greater proportion of human genetic material, selectively combined with the intention of improving the otherwise limited physical capabilities of the original. With enhanced psionic capabilities and greater overall strength, I'd say they succeeded. Mind Shield. Rendering soldiers completely immune to any negative mental conditions, including panic, mind control, stuns, and disorientation.
Nice.
That's handy.
That guy says, I know this happened last year, but what about Tripwire and Overkill, adding microtransaction skins in Killing Floor 2 and Payday 2, respectively?
Yeah, I really thought about getting sort of involved in the commentary on the Payday 2 fiasco. It's just, I don't know. I can't consider myself close enough to the Payday 2 community, because I'm really hit and miss with the game, if I'm honest. That's, like... It intellectually disappointed me. I can't say it made me angry, though, because I wasn't close enough to the situation for it to do so for me. And at the same time, you know, people like Jim Sterling, Total Biscuit, like several others, like far more eloquent men than me, commented on it pretty much at length. Like, that topic is pretty well played out and exhausted at this point, so as much as I might want to sort of retroactively cover certain things in the condescending format, it's, I don't know, it's just, it feels a little like I would just end up dipping for that instead of actually reacting to things sort of as they happen, like I did with the Square thing. So.
Okay. Matthew says, and after the PlanetSide 2 stuff happens, Daybreak is not that good on reputation, and now with that stuff too.
PlanetSide 2, what changed with that?
I don't know.
I thought PlanetSide 2 had, like, a really solid hardcore community. I mean, I tried playing it, and it has one of the absolute worst first impressions for a new player I've ever experienced. At the same time, I recognize that's just its first impressions. If you're willing to give it the time, at least the last time I played it, it seemed like, you know, if you could make it through that inordinate slog, there was substance to, you know, to glean from it.
I'm not done.
Oh.
You went off on rant before finish.
I didn't know you were still not caught up.
No.
Proceed.
Matthew says, that guy, I can accept it in Killing Floor 2 because it's same like Dota or Counter-Strike and purely cosmetic. Payday 2 is another topic because the skins come with stats. Makes it pay to win. Whisker says, I always expect the alien to jump off the table and rip Doc's face off. And Scarlet says, I found out something about building new weapons. Once it's researched, you buy it once, and then you have infinite.
So I don't need to make individual platforms for each soldier? That's cool. I like
We
that.
should test that. Except we don't have much.
Let's see. What else can I research right now? Faceless autopsy, turrets, trooper, magnetic weapons. I'm kind of thinking trooper
Yeah.
because I mean it's only 3 days,
Yeah,
and
let's do trooper.
it's kind of like a foundation thing. So
Knowing that my past surgical experience is limited, I am sure the crew appreciates that I honed my skills on fallen Advent forces before triaging our own wounded. To the uninitiated, the common Advent trooper is seemingly human. The aliens have disguised this most glaring divergence from the human form with a carefully designed helmet.
So gross. And the hands are doing this creepy thing again.
all of them do the creepy hand curly thing.
That guy says, well, considering I've got more stat boosts from the drops I've gotten since the update than I have from the skins themselves, I can't side with that
Over
thinking.
my activities is starting to wear thin. I consider myself a patient man, but eventually she's going to have to trust me if we're going to achieve our goals.
Commander?
Yeah, well, Tigan, I don't trust you yet, so I'm with Shen.
So basically, you make a prototype, then make as many as you have troops.
Oh, that's cool. Alrighty then.
Do faceless, says Methy, to get nice stuff from it.
Okay.
I'm talking about them saying there would be no microtransactions before the game launched.
Yeah.
They were added anyway.
Yeah, they flat out lied about that. Like, as where Payday 2 is concerned, and this is why I couldn't get very upset about their microtransactions. Like, it was a shitty system. Don't get me wrong. It was purely dishonest that they even implemented it in the first place. And in a cooperative multiplayer game, statistical differences don't really impact gameplay all that much, even if they seem premium. Like, they are strictly superior to things that one could ordinarily, you know, get just from playing. The thing is, though, it isn't competitive, because the argument for, like, premium gear, or rather against premium gear, is that if you have two players of equal skill and one of them is able to purchase a statistical advantage, that person is statistically more likely to win. That is no longer fair. That is the definition of pay to win. However, since Payday 2 is cooperative, I mean, unless you're just essentially trying to say, well, I want the capability to score as high as and to play as efficiently as someone with premium gear, I don't know, I don't see a comparable level of gravity to that. It's still unfair, and I'm still not fond of it. It just doesn't upset me near as much as, like, a PvP pay-to-win system, so I don't know. That's why, I don't know, the Payday 2 thing, like, it left a nasty taste in my mouth, it didn't completely turn me off from it. It just, I don't know, it just felt off. So, alright, let's see here.
This guy says Gauss rifles are awesome, just saying. Weapons?
Should I make some mine shields? I'm kind of thinking that would be good for, like,
Ooh.
point man characters.
Yeah.
They cost, 45 supplies.
And a sectoid force.
I have plenty of those. It's just the 45 supplies. Alright.
Marcus says, hey, Ken,
weapons.
for my character's name, put Marcus Miller.
Could you
Writing it
mark
down.
that? Thank you. Cheers.
Step ahead of you.
Cool. Oh man, arc blade is 90 supplies.
But you buy it once, remember?
I know. Alright, armor, nanoscale vest. Oh man. I'm kind of thinking I may want this, because especially since I want to keep our chat people alive, you know, soldier survivability is kind of paramount.
Menthe says the big point about Payday 2 is that Overkill just gets so hardcore greedy. Now adding DLC from Payday 1 and selling it again.
Wait, from Payday 1?
Or you got it with Payday 1 with close to double price and getting it in Payday 2 free.
That's weird. Yeah, and then, like, you know, we actually kind of discussed this a little in the comments of the first Condescending Kinsmarck episode. It just seems like certain games are, even if they have a decent foundation, a decent, like, core, I don't know, it seems like publishers keep wanting to steer them in the direction of just, like, having, you know, the core is pretty good, and then they just start turning it into a platform from which to start marketing DLCs for. I'm like, Alright, let's see.
Scarlet says you should give a Ranger
Take a
flashbacks.
closer look at some of the advent weapons recovered from the field.
Have you?
The alloy used in their frames is significantly lighter, making them more suited to the human form. I'm guessing it's the same material we've seen them using all over the colonies, but they'd have to be producing it from something here on Earth. They seem to have an endless supply of this stuff.
So we need to figure out what that is.
Indeed. Alright then. Well, since I've conducted several things.
Bunny says if Payday 2 had PvP aspect, then it would be a problem.
Yeah, and a huge one.
That guy says also stat boosts really aren't big. For example, the ammo boost allows your flamethrower to hold 38 more fuel, all of which will be spent in half a second.
Yeah.
But no, it's about the honesty, not the boost.
Exactly. It's less
Dishonesty, rather.
it's less the actual problem that it causes and more the principle of the precedent that it sets. I think that's the thing here.
And Menthe says Payday 2 now has over 30 DLC plus microtransactions.
Holy crap, I didn't realize it had
It's just
gotten that
too
high.
much greed.
Yeah, that's too many. Let's see here. Alien debris cleared. So
Heinrich
Janice
says,
Myers
please
not
tell me
available.
the alloy isn't made of people.
Alloyed gear is people. Soylent gear.
I know, I was about to say that.
Alright, what can we do with this room?
I don't know. Power relay. Guerrilla Tactics School, what's that do?
That one, including an increase to the number of soldiers we can take on a single mission. That is good. It's gonna eat up almost all of my supplies. It's good though. Ooh, or resistance comms.
It's made of puppies, says Bunny. No!
Oh, and that has a monthly upkeep cost.
They all have monthly upkeep costs.
Oh yeah, they do, don't they? Oh man. Oh
Yeah,
man.
they tell you your income up in the corner.
I know.
That's how much you get per month. That's not how much you get from actually doing stuff, though.
Alright, I think I'm gonna prioritize the Guerrilla Tactics School and then Resistance Comms, because we need to get more people in the field. So...
We've pushed our current power systems to the limit. We don't have any capacity to spare, which means we can't expand our facilities further.
Alright, fine. There's currently an unstaffed engineer who can assist in building the Guerrilla Tactics School. Would you like to assign them there? Sure. Cool. Increase production speed 50%. Alright. So we need to get more power again.
Says, there's none of the DLC are worth the full value. Wait for sales. As for the Wolfpack 2.0 thing, just buy the PDTH version. Then you get content for both games for $3 more. And actually, the DLC regularly goes on sale for 99 cents. Still not okay with the dishonesty, though.
Yeah. Like I said, it's less the actual problem and more the principle.
stress beacon, I think we were still doing.
Yeah.
Pirates is Soylent Green made of Sean Bean.
Hey, debris cleared. Alright,
Hey,
cool.
room.
And we got more supplies for it. Cool.
Power consumption.
So
We need to build more power rooms.
I need more supplies, though. Crap. This game is hard, man. Alright, so I guess we'll just keep on keeping on and see if I can get some more supplies then. So we have 1 day left. Here we are. Distress beacon. We picked up a distress beacon still broadcasting from somewhere nearby and deployed a squad directly to investigate. They successfully located a number of survivors, one of whom possesses scientific skill and expressed interest in joining XCOM's research team. Dr. Alessandro Conti. Okay. Research speed increased 25%. Excellent. So, let's make contact with East Asia.
Yeah.
Let's get Japan. Yeah. 30 intel.
That's how much it's going to cost us.
Once contacted, the Resistance in East Asia will regularly collect 60 supplies on behalf of
Do it.
XCOM. Any connected regions will also become available for contact. Cool. Do it.
We've utilized all of our available
Konnichiwa.
communications capacity. We can't establish any new contacts until we upgrade our systems.
So that's what that's for.
Yeah, because we have 3 of 3.
Right. Alright. It's starting to click into place for me. Alright.
Menthius says, that game is hard? You didn't play Darkest Dungeon.
I haven't yet. I plan to.
Is intriguing.
I really want to play Darkest Dungeon. I just haven't played it yet.
Assign new research. Let's go in and see what he says.
Despite a thorough analysis, I have yet to discover what, if any, advantage the Advent hybrid soldiers' enormous eyes provide. Testing their visual acuity will no doubt prove difficult.
I'm probably low light sensitive if I had to guess. Let's see. Codename Deacon. New item available, battle scanner. The most public face of Advent security, the standard Advent trooper serves in a first response role in areas of high public exposure. Although rumors as to their origins have persisted for years, it's only recently that we've confirmed that they are in fact the product of a human-alien hybrid development. My initial autopsy indicates that the troopers were at one time entirely human, implying some means of gradual genetic enhancement without the rejection concerns that would normally plague these experiments. The body itself maintains the genetic outward appearance of a typical human, with the most crucial changes occurring in the cranial structure. It is my belief that the Advent troopers receive their orders, that is to say, are controlled, directly through a psionic link engineered as part of the genetic modification process. As we first discovered in the field, the eyes are notably larger, perhaps as an unintended side effect, as they seem to provide only limited improvements to the troopers' visual acuity. The aliens have managed to disguise this glaring physical trait from the general public, through the use of cleverly designed armor. It's adorable! It looks like the Portal 2 characters. Y'all know the ones.
Yeah.
Sweetly. Let's see.
Myra says, one day I want to see a film where the apocalypse killed everyone, then from out of the rubble crawls Sean Bean, and he just chuckles and walks away as the only survivor of the human race to fight the apocalypse.
I would watch that movie.
No, it needs to be Sean Bean and, some of the guys that should be dead, but are not dead. They should be.
He's flanked with an entire squad of red shirts.
Yes.
I know what this thing is. It's the Space Corps.
It is a Space Corps.
Space! Let's go to space. Hey,
Hey,
lady. Hey, lady. Let's go to space.
Technically, we could.
Alright, so now faceless is what Menthius suggests, and it's only 3 days, so
I
it's
am
not
at a
bad.
loss for words to describe the difficulties we have had in attempting to handle this creature, affectionately known as the Faceless to our troops. The nebulous form of its physical structure, including a pliable, semi-solid outer layer, seems to be slowly degrading now that the creature has expired.
Oh,
There is also a pungent odor that only seems to grow stronger as time passes.
it's so gross. Oh, it's so gross.
The floppy jowls!
I feel gross. I feel dirty now.
I feel like I need a shower.
Oh, it's gross.
Okay.
Start training someone else to pilot the Avenger. Never going to get any work done if Mr. Bradford can't keep the ship steady.
Would you like to try piloting it? Then shut up!
First, yeah, fuck the Earth. Take your ship to the moon. Matthew says, by the way, I played a bit of Darkest Dungeon. After mission 3, my plague doctor was dead again, and my greedy, selfish crusader had so much stress, he was the one that killed the plague doc, and now sits in the chaplain whips himself to reduce stress.
Oh, Jesus.
The dungeon party with that person I can put in the lead position.
Self-flagellation to reduce stress. I think it's safe to say he has cracked. Alright, let's see.
Wesker says, "Oh, dude, I'm eating. Come on."
An Advent supply line. We have an opportunity to salvage some high-value materials.
Yes.
Assuming we can clear out the alien forces guarding the site.
Oh, we can do
Supply
that.
raid, eh?
Oh, yes.
View
Oh,
raid
yes.
location.
That guy says, or imps more complex needs for new Vegas, hydration, carbs, protein, calories, sleep debt, and food spoilage.
I love that this, like, half of this community is just a gathering of Slavabus, and we have established our resistance HQ in frickin' Siberia. It just seems so fitting.
It is.
Alright, let's
It's going
see.
to space right now. And Marcus says, is it just me or does that
Going
look
to
like
space.
a bloodsucker?
Going to space? It does, kind of, actually. It looks like a fat, just like, it drank too much.
It's so gross, though. It's
Let's
so...
see. Operation Skydance. Advent is moving valuable alien technology across New Arctic. If we strike quickly, we can recover the alien tech for our own purposes.
Let's do it.
Launch mission. Let's do this. Forward unto dawn.
Dude, is that the burning red thingy that we're supposed to go?
I think so.
Who we got?
Alright, we got Pyro, Corwin, Green, and Ghost. Green, hang on. What else can we get in here?
Am I awake yet?
Uh-uh. No, you're still out for one more day. Let's get tea
Pyro
in
wants to know
here.
what a Slavaboo is.
It's like a weeaboo, except for Slavs. You know what? Actually, let's get the man from Canadianistan in here, and let's get him to earn his promotion. Because we have the rest of the class needs covered. Alright, so...
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, I think we're covered. Actually, hang on. Let's give...
Let's upgrade some of this stuff.
Let's get him another... Wait, he's already got a nanoscale vest. Cool. Or is that just something I can give him? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. I see. So, do I do that, or do I give him grenade? Survivability is good for new recruits. At the same time, though, grenades are good for killing enemies. Yeah.
Shield says,
Yeah, I
how am I
suppose.
doing, or am I still out? I'm pretty sure you're still out.
Yeah, I think you're still wounded.
Don't worry, so am I, and I haven't even gotten to be me yet.
Okay.
Like I
Alright.
said, I'm not a Slavaboo. But he says, I'm scared now that I'm part of the squad.
Suddenly it gets real, man.
It says, I saw something like that for Britain. It was called Tiaboo.
Tiaboo. I like that. Alright. This is where it gets real. Alright. Commence the mission.
Let's do this shit.
Local resistance operatives have managed to shut down an Advent train that was passing through this area. As of yet, the aliens haven't managed to secure the location, so we're moving in to take advantage. Neutralize any hostile contacts in the AO. Secure the site and lock down whatever cargo you can find.
Neutralize all enemy targets. Secure supplies on Advent train. Can do.
We can do this.
Sky's getting the hell out of here.
Coordinates of the Advent train are locked in. Move to secure. Eliminate all hostiles.
Yes, sir.
Let's scout the
Still
area.
rocking the Lennon shades. Don't forget that if one of us goes down, you need to get the gun.
Yeah.
Some of these are modified.
I know.
Because you can see them.
Yeah, you can see the green pieces there. Yeah, because Pyro earned his keep for getting a modified weapon a couple of missions ago. Oh, man. I'm trying to figure out, like, the edges of the map. Alright, so this is the lower edge. So we're moving toward the rails, which are here. So I think I'm going to stick to this ridge and see if I can set up an ambush from high ground. Because I love that concealment is a thing at the start of missions now. It means I can actually approach them carefully when I don't have a time limit.
Also rocking a combat hoodie where everyone else has armor.
Yeah, and guys, for those of you whose characters I've created through the character pool, I can't access some of the, like, more ragtag gear, like what he's wearing, in that menu. So if you want to change it up and look a little scrappier, just let me know. I can change that easily. Alright. Alright, Bob, let's get you...
Without the introduction of human DNA, these creatures once operating under the guise of thin men now show their true form, a purely reptilian species.
Wait, so that's what...
The aliens don't need an infiltration unit anymore.
They're the reptilians.
So that's what the snake things are? They're the actual thin men in their unmodified form?
Yep.
Oh, that's creepy!
They're reptilians.
I know.
Get it?
I'll allow that one
Get it?
nutcase that still makes money on novels.
I'm not sure how, but
I forget his name.
Paris says, wait, are they Lenin shades or Alucard shades? I prefer Alucard shades, but you know, that might just be me.
Do I engage? Yeah, because I'm going to have to kill everything anyway. And I get the impression...
Snipers. It's funny. Can we, like, scroll in?
Oh, and it has a plasma rifle, too.
How scrolly in can we get?
This is as far as I get.
Oh, the thing is creepy.
It does the tongue thing.
And look at its tail. Its
And
tail is doing the creepy...
It does like a little
God.
rattlesnake twitch.
Oh, no, stop
I
it.
don't like it.
I don't, yeah.
Alright, so let's get Bunny over. I'm going to take a couple of turns to get into position. Yeah. No! No, don't come this way! Don't come this way! No!
Oh.
Crap. Alright. Oh! Could you not?
Oh.
Could you? Could you maybe?
Who died?
I think we have a Canadian down. Yeah, he was killed. All right.
Bob Hang was killed. Don't worry, Bob. We will resurrect you,
Yeah.
because technically...
We can do that now that we have the menu thing.
Yeah. But he wasn't even upgraded.
Yeah, I know.
So he might
Since
not have been his own.
yeah, since he actually came from a recruitment like reward from a mission, he probably wouldn't have even gotten promoted into his proper class. So, well, in any case, I have him flanked from here. So,
Shoot it.
do I shoot him or it? Yeah,
Yes.
we're gonna shoot it.
It.
Kill the Viper.
100% it.
There we are. All right, deal some damage.
Oh, it's so creepy.
Ghost.
Oh.
Fit. Oh, crap. Really? There's a tree in the way?
Yeah,
Fine.
there's a tree in the
Just
way.
just execute that guy then.
Not that guy.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
That was nice. I liked it.
That was so
Vipers are
satisfying.
female.
Are they? All right
These
then.
are girls? No! I refuse to believe it. Also, why is Photoshop so expensive?
I know, man.
No. Kill it with...
Ah, it doesn't kill. Dodge grazed. Fine.
So this is what the Thin Man looked like?
Mm-hmm. Apparently they were never men at all. Oh. Okay. All right.
I don't like that.
Thanks for retreating so I can pick up your dead friend's gear, though.
I know, but that makes me...
I know, it means they're trying to ambush me now.
Yeah. This guy says I hate my internet.
Advanced
See you on
style.
YouTube.
Alrighty.
That guy says, okay, Vi, thanks for ensuring that Ken doesn't kill that guy. Well...
Y'all know what I meant.
I know, but I felt like I had to. Pyro says, I once went to a pet shop and got to hold a corn snake. It slithered up my arm and into my pocket. Then a minute later, it stuck its head out of my pocket, stuck its tongue out, and then went back in my pocket.
He likes you. Probably because you're warm.
No, it says, I would torrent, but I'm a good person. TM.
No, man. No. No, I ain't falling into your ambush. I'm waiting right here. You come to me.
Thin Man / Snake People is reverse
Pausing on target position now.
from Slaves? What?
Advent forces on the ground.
Oh, hi.
I think we found it.
It retreated to friendly forces.
Oh, it is a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Snake is girl. Why?
Alright. Pyro, you know what? Fall back, get to cover. We're gonna force them to come to us, because we have a fortified position here. So Ghost, Overwatch, Bunny, Overwatch. Force them to come to us. We are gonna Spartan this. Ah, come on! Ghost. Yes!
It's so creepy. I don't like how.
Oh, it's twitching!
From Thailand. Thin Man Snake People's reverse Thailand.
Promotion earned.
Oh, so creepy.
I see you coming, Cap. Stun Lancer! No! Could you not? What's the captain doing? Alright, that's the trooper. Okay, let's see here. First, let's unload on the Lancer. Here we are. Ghost, who do you have a shot on? Ain't a great shot. Take it though, because we need to get rid of him. There we go. Earning his keep today.
Well earned, his Ghost. Creepy killer extraordinaire.
Alright, let's... Actually, you know what? No. We're not going to launch a frag. We're actually going to Overwatch. Actually, never mind that. I'm going to heal. Yeah. She's taking a hit. And that guy's going to have to move, so... There we go. Oh, cool! I can heal and Overwatch in the same turn! Excellent. There's the cap. Hey, you stop that! Ah! Alright. I see what your game is. You're Overwatching there? Okay. Let's see. Gremlin heal. Alright. So we're gonna Gremlin on Ghosts. There we go.
Go medical.
You can heal and do Overwatch? Is that guy?
Yeah, apparently.
Nice.
I like that. Alright, cool. I can Gremlin heal and shoot in the same turn as well.
Nice.
Awesome. Alright, let's do that then. Come on, asshole. Ha! Oh! Overwatch removed! Are you sure?
Nah, I'm not sure.
Alright,
I'm not
Ghost,
sure at all.
since you're in his firing line, go ahead and pull to cover and reload. There we go. Good. Now then, can I pop a grenade down there and ruin his day? Not with that arc. Damn. So instead, why don't you circle around? There we go. Now we got a... Oh, I have a shot from here. Excellent. How's that for a headache, Captain? Really? 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 Fine. Fine.
When you can heal and do Overwatch in the same turn.
Finish him. Future.
I need ammo.
Alright. Ghost, get to position. And you're going to provide cover while we get everybody healed up. Alright. Reload. and heal? Yeah. There we go. Excellent.
Healer mode.
Cool. And since now that we have, like, chat people in the squad, now I, like...
Ghost has, why do I have pistol Overwatch?
Because you moved in that turn. Because you can't move and fire your primary rifle in the same turn. You can, however, move and fire your pistol in the same turn, so... It means that in turns where you move, you're not completely useless as a marksman. Which I like. Because it kind of keeps them in the fight a little more. I'm hesitant to give up my high ground, because I like the aim increase that having this provides. I think they're forcing us to move, though.
This is, I am a weak shot.
All over it.
That's just the way the class works. There we go. Ugh. I don't want to give up my high ground. Since Ghost has squad sight, though, he doesn't have to. Ooh. Glowy thing. I'm assuming that's an objective.
Pyre says I need to think for a name for my
Alright. Well, let's get people moving.
Hey, you hear anything?
I don't know, do you? Sound off if we have contact, man.
Affirmative, moving out.
We're just gonna take this carefully.
Moving to Overwatch. Overwatch.
Und los geht's. Es sind Truppen gesichtet.
Great.
I don't like them.